Hello students, this is your science sir, Vardhan sir. We are discussing the topic of the lesson is changes around us. In that topic, we completed about physical change. Next, we are discussing about chemical changes. Okay, I told you about chemical changes already. I just recall you changes that occur with the formation of new substance with different chemical composition or transformation of a substance into another substance with the evolution or absorption of heat or light energy are termed as chemical changes. Okay students, for that example, rusting of iron, burning, curdling of milk, reaction of baking soda with lemon juice, fermentation are some examples of chemical changes. Okay students, I told you already, chemical changes are very important changes. Chemical changes are very important in our lives. All the new substance which we use in various field of our life are produced as a result of a chemical reaction. Okay students, in this subtopic we completed about rusting of iron. Okay, next we are going to discuss about 3.4.2 burning. Okay students, burning, we have already studied that burning of paper is a fast change. Burning a piece of paper gives entirely new substance. You are getting ash, okay, new substance such as carbon dioxide, water vapor, smoke, and ash. Okay, if we supply heat and in the presence of oxygen, the paper can burn. Okay, heat and light are also given out during the burning of paper. Okay students, we cannot combine the products of burning of paper to form the original paper again. Okay, if we not get that original substances again, in the sense which is irreversible. So chemical change is a irreversible change. Okay, so it is permanent change. Now shall we perform an activity of burning a piece of magnesium ribbon and find what type of change is it. Okay students, so if we introduce the magnesium ribbon over the flame, okay, which will starts burn, okay, which will leave some ash, okay, which will leave some ash and also giving heat also. Okay students, when magnesium ribbon burns in air, then the magnesium metal combines with the oxygen of air to form a new substance called magnesium oxide. So see that equation, magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Once again I will tell you, magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide compound appears as a white powdery ash. Magnesium oxide compound appears as a white powdery ash. Okay students, the burning of magnesium ribbon is a chemical change because from magnesium and oxygen we got new substance, magnesium oxide. Okay, it is there is a formed during this change. It's a chemical change. Okay students, next we will talk about curdling of milk. You know about curdling of milk. Many of the students knowing about how their parents, their mother preparing the curd from milk. Okay, students. We know that curdling of milk is an example of irreversible change since we cannot get back the milk after curdling occurs. It is also called as a chemical change. Okay. Shall we clarify the process of curdling? Okay, many of you knowing about curdling of milk, but I'll say something about how they preparing the curd. Curdling is a process in which liquid gradually turns into solid, forming clumps along the way. Okay, take hot milk in a pan and add few drops of curd. In few minutes, milk curdles, forming lumpy solid masses. Okay, we can even add lemon extract to the hot milk to effect curdling immediately. Okay, but the taste and texture texture of the curd will not be the same as the of the curdling occurring in a few hours. Okay, you can try to taste the curd formed by immediate curdling and gradual curdling. Okay, we can differentiate how கர்ட் எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு தெரியும். ஸோ இம்மிடியேட்டாக கேர்டு ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணோம்னாக்கா ஹாட் மில்கில் வந்து லெமன் ஜூஸ் வந்து ஒரு ஃபியூ ட்ராப்ஸ் ஆட் பண்ணோம்னாக்கா இம்மிடியேட்டாக கேர்டாக வந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் ஆகிடும். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டார்டட் பட்டர் மில்க் ஆட் பண்ண அந்த அதை ஆட் பண்ணும்போது ஸோ விச் வில் டேக் 4 hours or 4 to 5 hours. Okay, so in this way only they preparing the curd. Next, fermentation. 3.4.4 fermentation. In class 6 we saw an example that preparation of butter to produce idli is an example for irreversible change. Okay, students. Batter. Students, we can pronounce that word batter. B-A-T-T-E-R, batter. Okay. Fermentation is the process in which microorganism. So if fermentation will occur, who is the main ingredient there? Microorganism. Okay, microorganism such as yeast and certain bacteria break down sugar solution into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, so it is an irreversible process as the alcohol formed cannot be turned back into sugar. Thus, fermentation is a chemical change. Fermentation is a chemical change. Okay, students. Next, we will talk about chemical reaction of baking soda with lemon. Chemical reaction of baking soda with lemon. When we add lemon juice to the baking soda, we will get a brisk effervescence. Brisk effervescence na norachi pongo. We can see that brisk effervescence. So that brisk effervescence is nothing but the evolution of carbon dioxide. Evolution of carbon dioxide na அந்த நுரைச்சி பொங்கும்போது கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடு வந்து வெளியே வருதுன்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, ஸோ பேக்கிங் சோடா இஸ் sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate and lemon juice contains citric acid. So when these two substances are mixed together, then a chemical change takes place between sodium hydrogen carbonate and citric acid to form 3 new substances: sodium citrate, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, the chemical change can be written in the form of a word equation as follows. Okay, sodium hydrogen carbonate plus citric acid. Citric acid is nothing but lemon juice. Citric acid is nothing but lemon juice. Okay, gives sodium citrate, carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, so this is the product we will get when we add lemon juice to the baking soda solution. Next, 3.5 conditions needed for a chemical change. When the chemical change will occur. See, in which are the conditions chemical change can occur? Okay, students, we know that firing of crackers is a chemical change. Some crackers explode only when thrown against a wall or struck with a hard substance. Thus, we could see that change in pressure may also bring about a chemical change. Okay. ப்ரெஷரை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணோன்னா அங்கே ப்ரெஷரை வந்து சேஞ்ச் பண்ணோம்னாக்கா கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷன் நடக்கிறதுக்கு சான்சஸ் இருக்குது. when lemon juice is mixed with soda water, they produce brisk effervescence. நுரைச்சி பொங்குறது. brisk effervescence which is otherwise not possible when they are separate. So we can say that many chemical changes occurs only when the substance are made to physically contact with each other. Physically contact with each other in the sense we can add one by one. Okay, then after the chemical reaction will be occur, then we will get a product. Okay, we have tasted raw rice and cooked rice. Have not we? They are different in their taste. Cooking is a process that is involved in the stated example wherein rice is boiled with sufficient water. It is the heat and the water that had brought the change in texture and taste of the rice before and after cooking. Thus we can say that heating is a condition needed for a chemical change. Okay, pressure and physical contact each other and heating also can occur the chemical change. Okay, we know the use of vanaspati in cooking. Okay, vanaspati, dalda, so like that we can say, no. We know the use of vanaspati in cooking. Vanaspati is obtained from vegetable oil by addition of hydrogen to the oils. Nickel, platinum or palladium are used as a catalyst during the process of hydrogenation of oils. Catalyst is the substance which helps the reaction can occur very fast. அந்த கெமிக்கல் சேஞ்சோ இல்லை கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷனோ வேகமாக நடக்கிறதுக்கு வந்து உதவி செய்கிறவங்க தான் யார்? கேட்டலிஸ்ட். ஓகே, catalyst can improve the chemical reaction, chemical change very fast. Okay, next, water is a chemical compound that remains as water when undisturbed. But if a new drops of an acid is added to water and subjected to electrolysis by passing electric current, it decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen. Students, you know that the formula of water is H2O. H2O means hydrogen and oxygen. 2 moles of hydrogen and 1 mole of oxygen is there in water molecule. Okay, அப்போ இதில் ஏதோ ஒரு நம்ம எலக்ட்ராலிசிஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது கரண்ட்டை அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது we can separate hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, thus we can include that physical contact of the substance, heat, light, electricity, applying pressure are some of the different conditions needed for chemical changes to occur. Okay, students, next we will talk about indicators of a chemical change. Okay, students, take some Take some broken piece of eggshell in a test tube and add lemon juice to it. Students, listen carefully and can you hear that words and all? Listen carefully. You could see bubbles of carbon dioxide evolving. Evolve na வெளியே வர்றது. Test tube குள்ளார எக்ஷெல் சின்ன சின்னதாக பீஸாக வந்து கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு டெஸ்ட் டியூப்குள்ளே ஆட் பண்ணிட்ட பிறகு we can add lemon juice there. Okay, we can see there bubbles அந்த பபிள்ஸ்ன்றது தான் என்னென்னா கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடு evolve in a test tube. This is because of the chemical change between two. Hence we can say the evolution of bubble serve as an indicator that of a chemical change. Okay, இதுதான் வந்து இண்டிகேட் பண்ணுது, கார்பன் டை ஆக்சைடு வெளியே வரது இண்டிகேட் பண்ணுது. நெக்ஸ்ட், when water is added to the quicklime calcium oxide CaO. Okay, there will be the evolution of lot of heat along with the formation of slaked lime enna calcium hydroxide. This is a chemical change and it is indicated by the evolution of heat when the reaction sets in between quicklime and water. Okay, next, every day we cook foodstuffs. நிறைய ஃபுட் ஸ்டப்ஸ் வந்து நான் வீட்டில் மம்மி வந்து ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ ஆஃப்டர் தே குக் they clean that empty cooking vessels. Suppose if they not clean that vessels 1 or 2 days, okay, they can notice some foul smell. So that foul smell is nothing but it's a chemical change of the spoilage of the food. Okay, next we could sense a foul smell coming from the vessel next day. This is because the foodstuff had become rotten அழுகி போகிறது and produces foul smell. Here spoilage of food is a chemical change and it is indicated by the foul smell. So change of odor na வாசனை, change of odor is also an indicator of a chemical change. Okay students, when an iron nail is kept in the water for few days and taken out, the nail will become reddish brown in color. So already we discussed about the rusting of iron பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, the same one. Okay, reddish brown in color, it is indicating that it has rusted. We know that rusting is a chemical change and it is indicated by a change in color of the iron nail. Next, we know that hot milk curdles to form white lumps of curd when mixed with lemon juice. A lump of curd is the precipitate that is obtained by the chemical reaction between hot milk and lemon juice. So formation of precipitate is also an indication of a chemical change. Okay, once again I'll tell you about to conclude, there can be evolution of bubbles, evolution of heat, change of odor, change in color or formation of precipitate that serve as indicators. இவங்களெல்லாம் இண்டிகேட் பண்ணுறது, இவங்கெல்லாம் தான் வந்து இண்டிகேட் பண்ணுறாங்க இந்த கெமிக்கல் சேஞ்ச். ஒரு சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ்லேருந்து இன்னொரு சப்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ரீகெயின் பண்ண முடியாத அளவுக்கு ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் வந்து பொருள் வந்து கிடச்சிருக்குன்றதை வந்து இண்டிகேட் பண்ணுறவங்க இவங்க தான். ஓகே, ஸோ கெமிக்கல் சேஞ்ச் இஸ் த பெர்மனண்ட் சேஞ்ச். ஓகே, indicators for us to understand that chemical change had taken place. Okay students, this is the end of this video lesson. In next video we will discuss about exothermic and endothermic chemical changes and periodic, non-periodic, okay, chemical changes. These things and all we can discuss in next video. Okay, thank you.